Yes, brothers and sisters, I hope everyone's well and I hope everyone's had a nice weekend. Well, it's fight week. I'm not a big fan of fight week, to be honest. I always feel a little bit impatient. That sometimes reflects in my behaviour like it's done in the last couple of days. Just getting a little bit snappy and impatient, short-tempered, you know. Get out of there, cat. Have a look. Who's this? Come on here, look. Daft ass. Aye, so fight week. Little workout tomorrow, little workout on Tuesday, not much. I'll be getting a little sweat on and going home. More stretching and that this week than anything else. A lot of focus work, visualization, meditation, just trying to relax. You know, I wish it was tonight. I wish it was tomorrow night. All the work has been done. You know, I've never been hitting harder, strongest, fittest version of myself that I've ever been. And it's not long now, it's only next week. So I want to thank everybody that's bought tickets and tables and that's making the journey down to Leeds to support us. You know, it means a lot. Thank you very much. Obviously, a massive shout out to the BKFC. What a promotion. You know, I'm getting well paid for this fight. And to be in this position after 2 fights, now facing the best lad in the country, you know, what a position to be in. You know, it was all a dream, really, when I started. I just done this because I knew I had a couple of fights left in us. I've got a high mileage, high impact body and I'm past my prime. But to be in this position after 2 fights should be an incentive for anybody out there, young lads especially, with a bit of combat training. Not people who think they can fight. People who can fight. I would say get into the BKFC. Why not? You're only 2 or 3 wins away from a world title shot. You know, I'm very proud and very privileged to be fighting for the BKFC. You know, and even more so to be sharing the ring with Anthony Holmes. I'm going to tell you something now, what I've kept to myself. I've told Alice and I've told my coach. 2.5 years ago, in my old house, when I was off my nut, I used to watch the BKB. And the first fight I seen Anthony Holmes in was when he was fighting Daniel Lerwell. And I picked Lerwell because I hadn't seen or heard of Anthony Holmes. And then when Anthony chinned him, he took his opportunity, like that's what we should do. When he sort of disorientated him with a shot and then flattened him with another one. And I thought, that lad can fight. I remember thinking he's got good feet, a good fighting brain. You know, he's like a sharp shooting sniper fighter. I thought, he's good, he can fight. So I put his name in and I found the fight that when he fought Mason Shaw. And I thought, oh, this lad can fight, you know. And I liked the way he fought and I thought, you know, I thought he was decent. I'm not saying I was a fanboy or anything, but I definitely recognised that he could fight and I tipped my hat to him. And look at this, 2.5 years later, I'm facing him. You know, like I say, it was all a dream. All this stuff, you know, now it's coming into fruition. Granted, I've only got a few fights left, but I'm going to maximise and capitalise on the energy, strength, focus, fitness, power that I've got left. And I think this is going to be the spectacle of a fight. It's the fight that everybody seems to be talking about. We've just been moved up to the main event, and rightly so. You know, no disrespect to Jamie Cox, you know, I don't know why he pulled out, you know, and he's one hell of a fighter, but we're the main event now, you know, so it's all eyes on us. The winner is going to fight Lorenzo Hunt for the world title. You know, last time I spoke to David Feldman on the phone, he told me I was 1 win away from a world title shot. And true to his word, it's just been announced officially as a world title eliminator. So, you know, this is no joke. In this country, right here, right now, this is as big as it gets. It doesn't get no bigger. This is the pinnacle of bare knuckle in the UK. Plain and simple. You know, I have seen promotions and channels calling it Christie versus Holmes. That's not the case. I'd like to correct that. You know, this is Holmes versus Christie is the undefeated, reigning, defending BKFC UK champion. You know, that's how it's always been. It's champion versus challenger, not the other way around. I'm not sure how Anthony feels about that, and, you know, at the minute, I'm not really bothered. But if it was me, I'd be feeling a little bit disrespected about that. You know, just look what he's achieved in the sport. He's the man, number one. You know, this is Holmes versus Christie. And when the odds come out, I wouldn't be surprised if Holmes was a decent favourite. You know, on paper, he's meant to win. But, you know, I've got other plans. You'll see. But ultimately, what will be, will be. Time will tell. I say that a lot because I believe wholeheartedly what's meant for us in this world will not pass us by. What's meant for us in this life will not miss us. You know, I'm a big believer in that. So it's already written what's going to happen. It's just a matter of turning up on Saturday and seeing how it's going to go down. I'm the best version of myself. I couldn't be any fitter, stronger, more powerful. You know, and if I can't beat Anthony Holmes on Saturday, I'll never beat him. You know, this is me, best version of myself. Raring to go. You know, I'm anticipating a career-defining performance. But time will tell, as I've said. Thank you for listening, everybody. God bless. Bye-bye for now.